Hello and welcome back to a Spiderific episode of What If Weekly, your Marvel Studios news roundup. We've got news from Echo, Across the Spiderverse, Insomniac Spider-Man, and a new entry in Sony's Venomverse. I'm your host and Spider Totem in Waiting, Edcyclopedia, so let's get into it. First, in the MCU we have some bad news. Echo, which we previously had assumed as a summer 2023 release, now sounds like it might be coming next winter instead. No word on what has caused this delay, as filming on the show is already wrapped. While Echo was filming, Daredevil Born Again was yet to find a writer or showrunner, and I can only assume with Marvel's push for more consistent quality and storytelling in Phase 5, that they may be filming additional scenes that tie the two shows more closely together. Insomniac's upcoming sequel to their best-selling Spider-Man for PlayStation finally has a release window. It will arrive in the fall of 2023. Last year, we were teased with an announcement trailer for Spider-Man 2 that showed us the twin protagonists of Peter and Miles facing off against Venom and teasing us about Kraven. Before the announcement of its release window, it was briefly available for pre-order on the UK PlayStation Store, which showed us the icon is a black suit spider logo, giving hope that one of our characters will get their own Venom suit during the game, one of the most in-demand suits not available in the original game or Miles' spin-off. We got our first proper teaser trailer for Across the Spiderverse, the sequel to Sony's smash hit animated film about Miles Morales and a team of spiders from other realities saving the world. Miles is heading into the multiverse himself for the first time, and we are treated to a ridiculous number of cameos, including Insomniac Spider-Man, Spider-Man from the PlayStation 1 games, 3 different types of spider armor, Mark 1, Mark 2 and Mark 3, Spinneret, which is Mary Jane with spider powers, alongside her and Peter's daughter Anna May Parker, Spider-Cop, who looks more like the Earth X Peter Parker, who gave up heroics when the whole world got powers, than the Spider-Cop from Insomniac's game, Werewolf Spider-Man, Monkey Spider-Man, the Bombastic Bagman, which is based on a time in the comics when Peter visits the Fantastic Four, only to end up without a suit. The Human Torch's idea of a joke is to give him his own FF suit and a brown paper bag to cover his identity. This version has a spider suit as Sony cannot use the Fantastic Four logo. Spider-Man Unlimited, from the one-season cartoon that saw Spider-Man fighting the High Evolutionary on Counter-Earth. Mangaverse Spider-Man, who has bare forearms and bandages wrapped around his wrists. What looks like Lady Spider, which is a steampunk version of Aunt May with golden mechanical arms on her back. And there's a Spider-Man in a letter jacket that can be none other than Flash Thompson himself taking on the mantle. There's probably more that I haven't seen, but so far that's my count. In addition, we have our main characters of Miles, Gwen, and Peter B. Parker, joined by Peter's daughter Mayday, who we can see in one frame in the baby carrier he's now sporting on his chest. Oscar Isaac's Spider-Man 2099 is returning alongside Issa Rae's Spider-Woman, whose design is reminiscent of Jessica Drew from the comics. There are a number of characters confirmed to be in the film that have yet to be revealed, including Toei's Japanese Spider-Man, who had his own jet and kaiju fighting mech, Spider-Man India, who sports an amazingly glow-up costume from his comic appearance, Ben Reilly, a clone of Peter who has taken over for him several times, Cyborg Spider-Woman, which we saw in a toy leak and looks absolutely crazy. In the comics, there isn't much backstory to Cyborg Spider-Man, other than him being Peter but with mechanical augmentation, so this is a complete blank slate. And finally, Spider-Punk, a British spider voiced by Get Out and Black Panther's Daniel Kaluuya, as was announced this week. If you're looking for a more in-depth exploration of the trailer, I've recorded a video for another channel, Nerdcast, that I'll promote here when it releases. Their recent videos on the Guardians 3 and Ant-Man trailers have been really great, so check them out. And finally, in the most surprising Spider-Man news, Donald Glover has been announced to be starring in and producing his own film in Sony's Spider-Verse. I know what you're thinking. This is great, we're gonna have a film about the Prowler, the superhero identity of his MCU character. That therefore means the first live-action appearance of Miles Morales. Unfortunately, this is completely separate to that, and Donald Glover will in fact be playing the villain, Hypno Hustler, who first appeared in the midst of the disco craze in 1978. Antoine Delsan is the leader for a band who uses hypnosis technology in his instruments, and then robs his audience. This marks the 4th Sony Spider-Verse film in active development, alongside Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, and El Muerto, as well as a 4th Tom Holland MCU film in the works, and Spider-Woman. That's all the time we've got for this edition of What If Weekly. Did you spot any spiders that I didn't? Are you excited to see Hypno Hustler make his debut in live action? I've been Encyclopedia, and until next time, stay strong, true believers.